Okay, class. Good day of all of you. In that lecture, in our your subject, that is the fluid mechanics, have 4 module, and therefore now we come on the third module of the topic is flow through orifices and mouthpieces. Okay. Now some basic introduction about mouthpieces and orifice. Not orifice meter, that is the orifice only. An orifice is an opening in the wall or base of a vessel through which the fluid flows. The top edge of the orifice is always below the free surface, and in other words, if the free surface is below the top edge of the orifice becomes a weir. That can be called, that is the weir. Mouthpieces. A mouthpieces is an attachment in the form of a small tube or pipe fixed to the orifice. The length of pipe extensions is usually 2 to 3 times the orifice diameter and is used to increase the amount of discharge. Okay. Orifices as well as mouthpieces are used to measure the discharge. Both the techniques to use the measurement of the discharge. Now, basic classifications of orifices. The 2 types of orifices according to the size: small orifice and large orifice. An orifice is termed small when its dimensions are small compared to the head causing flow. The velocity does not vary appreciably from top to the bottom edge of the orifice and is assumed to be uniform. Now, second categorizations according to the shape of the orifice, that is the circular orifice, rectangular orifice, square orifice, triangular orifice, etc. Shape of upstream edge. First one is the sharp edged orifice, bell mouthed orifice. Now next one is the according to discharge conditions, and it is 2 types: free discharge orifices and drowned or submerged orifices. Fully submerged, partially submerged, in other words it can be known. Note: an orifice or a mouthpiece is said to be discharging free when it discharges into atmosphere. It is said to be submerged when it discharges into another liquid. Flow through an orifice meter. Flow through an orifice. Now in that diagram, that is the orifice discharging free, we take a container and fill water up to the orifice to the top surface of the water. Depth is H, capital H, and thickness or diameter of the orifice is small d, and whichever is created the vena contracta up to the distance is the container surface, body surface, up to d/2 distance, and now formation the jet. Therefore CC portion is vena contracta part, and some termed as vena contracta. The cross sectional area of the jet at the vena contracta is less than that of orifice. Beyond this section, the jet diverges and is attached in the downward direction by gravity. Okay, and which is seen in the diagram. It is goes to be downwards due to faction, due to the action of the gravity. Now corresponding point 1 and 2 from the given figure, we applying the Bernoulli's theorem. We have the pressure energy plus kinetic energy plus jet atom energy are both sided is taken as equal. Therefore, P1 upon W is plus V1 square upon 2G plus Z1 is equal to P2 upon W plus V2 square upon 2G plus Z2. But P1 is equal to P2 is equal to PA, that is the atmospheric pressures, and both side of the atmospheric pressure is constant. Therefore, Z1 is equal to Z2 plus capital H. Okay. And further, if the cross-sectional area of the tank is very large, the liquid at point 1 is practically stand still, and hence V1 is equal to 0. Therefore, V2 square upon 2G is equal to capital H, and therefore RV2 is equal to under root 2GH. Therefore, equations, this equations is known as Torricelli's theorems equations, and the problems of orifice, it is convenient to work in terms gauge pressure. Some hydraulic coefficients which is known about the calculation of discharge by the different using the different mouthpieces techniques, that is the hydraulic coefficient for orifice coefficients are discussed below. First one, coefficient of contraction, that is the CC, C suffix C. Coefficient of velocity, that is the C suffix V, CV. Coefficient of discharge, that is the C suffix D, CD. Coefficient of resistance, that is the C suffix R. And now coefficient of contraction, CC. What is the coefficient of contraction? The ratio of an area of the jet at the vena contracta to the area of the orifice is known as coefficient of contraction. It is denoted by CC. Okay. Let at the area of the vena contracta part of the area, jet area, is the small a suffix C, AC, and small a is equal to area of orifice, that is the taken as assumed, and therefore the contraction coefficient is how much, that is the AC upon A, the ratio of AC upon A. The value of CC varies slightly with the available head of the liquid, size and shape of the orifice. In practice it varies from 0.613 to 0.69, but the average value is taken as 0.64. The contraction coefficient value is taken as 0.64. Okay. Now second coefficient, that is the velocity coefficient, coefficient of velocity, that is the CV, which is CV, and it is the ratio of actual velocity of the jet at vena contracta to the theoretical velocity is known as coefficient of velocity. It is denoted by CV. Mathematically, CV is equal to actual velocity of jet at vena contracta, that is the capital V, and theoretical velocity, that is the V theoretical, and V theoretical is how much, that is the under root 2GH. Therefore, the coefficient of velocity is equal to V upon under root 2GH, where V is the actual velocity and capital H is the head under which the fluid flows out of the orifice. And the value of coefficient of velocity is in between, taken as 0.95 to 0.99, and it is say are sharp edges orifices, the value is taken as 0.98. Okay. the higher value is to be taken, higher part of the value is the taken, that is the 9.98, just near the 0.99 or approximately that is the 1. Now next coefficient, that is the coefficient of discharge. Next one is the coefficient of discharge. The coefficient of discharge, the ratio of actual discharge through an orifice to the theoretical discharge, is known as coefficient of discharge. It is denoted by CD. Mathematically, CD is equal to actual discharge capital Q upon theoretical discharge Q theoretical. And actual discharge is how much, that is the actual area into actual velocity, and theoretical discharge is theoretical area into theoretical velocity, and therefore it can be break up into terminology, that is the actual area upon theoretical area, actual velocity upon theoretical velocity, and both the term is known as CV and CC, and therefore the coefficient of discharge is equal to the multiplication of contraction coefficient and velocity coefficient. And the value of discharge coefficient is in between, taken as in between 0.62 to 0.65 depending upon size and shape of the orifice and the head of the liquid under which the flow takes place. Now next and last coefficient is coefficient of resistance, that is the coefficient of resistance. It is the ratio of loss of head or loss of kinetic energy in the orifice to the head of water, that is the actual kinetic energy available at the exit of the orifice is known as coefficient resistance, and it is denoted by CR. Mathematically, CR, coefficient of resistance, is equal to loss of head in the orifice upon head of water. The loss of head in the orifice takes place because the walls of the orifice offer some resistance to the liquid as it comes out while solving numerical problems, that is the CR, and is generally neglected. It can be neglected. Okay. Now therefore we come on the example part, that is the based on orifice meter. Orifice, an orifice 50 millimeter in diameter is discharging water under a head of 10 meters if coefficient of discharge is equal to 0.6 and coefficient of velocity is to be 0.97. Therefore calculate the actual discharge and actual velocity of at that point of the where formation the vena contracta. Therefore we come on the solution part. The diameter of the orifice D is given, that is the 50 millimeter, and it can be converted in meter, that is the 0.05 meter. And now we calculate the area of the orifice, that is the A is equal to small a is equal to pi by 4 d square, and which is equal to the calculate the value of the area of orifice is equal to 0.001963 meter square, and head is capital H is equal to 10 meter, and coefficient of discharge and coefficient of velocity is already given, that is the 0.6 and 0.97 respectively. Therefore actual discharge is how much? Actual discharge coefficient CD is equal to actual discharge upon theoretical discharge is equal to 0.6, which is given. Therefore but theoretical discharge is equal to area of orifice into theoretical velocity, and area of orifice is small a, and theoretical velocity of orifice velocity of the water is under root 2 gh, and putting the all values, and therefore the theoretical discharge is calculated, that is the 0.02749 meter cube per second. Actual discharge is how much? Actual discharge multiply by 0.6, and therefore actual discharge is 0.01649 meter cube per second. That is the actual discharge of the orifice. Actual velocity Now the using the relation, that is the CV, coefficient of velocity, is equal to actual velocity upon theoretical velocity, and therefore actual velocity is equal to CV, coefficient of velocity, into theoretical velocity. Coefficient of velocity is given, that is the 0.97, and multiplied by under root 2 GH, and putting the all values, H is given and G is putting in this formula, and therefore the actual velocity is to be 13.58 meter per second. This is the actual velocity of the orifice. Okay. Now next type of example. Next type of example. Okay. The head of water over the center of an orifice of diameter 30 millimeter is 1.5 meter. The actual discharge through the orifice is 2.55 liters per second. Find the coefficient of discharge, that is the CD is to be find it out. In solution part, the diameter is given, diameter of the orifice is given, that is the small d is equal to 30 millimeter, and it is converted in meter, that is the 0.03 meter. And now area of the orifice is calculated, that is the pi by 4 d square, and head h is equal to 1.5 meter, which is given. Therefore coefficient of discharge CD is, before calculating the coefficient of discharge, now calculate the actual discharge through the orifice, and it is Q is equal to 2.55 liters per second, and it is converted into meter cube per second, and this is multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3, and the value of actual discharge of the orifice through the orifice is 0.00255 meter cube per second. Theoretical discharge, Q theoretical is equal to area of orifice multiplied by theoretical velocity. Therefore, but theoretical velocity is equal to under root 2 GH, and it is the value of the theoretical velocity is 0.5425 meter per second, and therefore Q theoretical is equal to A into V theoretical, that is the Q into A into V, that is continuity equation by continuity equations. And putting these values and calculate the theoretical discharge is equal to 0.004166 meter cube per second. Therefore the coefficient of discharge is equal to the ratio of actual discharge upon theoretical discharge, and putting these values and now calculate the coefficient of discharge is equal to 0.612, which is calculated. Now experimental determination of hydraulic coefficient, that is the determination of coefficient of velocity that is the CV, and now we take a tank and water supply to be provided, that is the head is constant, taken as head constant, and measuring tank to be set up on the exit point of the tank, that is the orifice is installed, and now therefore small x is equal to horizontal distance travelled by the particle in time t, y is equal to small y is equal to vertical distance between section CC and P, which is shown in diagram, and v is equal to actual velocity of the jet at vena contracta, and capital H is equal to constant water head. Then horizontal distance x is equal to v into t. Distance is equal to velocity into time by the Newton's law of motion. And vertical distance is how much? That is y is equal to 1 by 2 gt. because s is equal to ut plus half gt square, therefore initial velocity is 0, therefore y is equal to 1 by 2 gt square, and from equation 1 t is equal to x by v. Putting these value x in these expressions, and therefore calculate, and is v square is equal to under root v square is equal to gx square upon 2y, and therefore v is equal to under root gx square upon 2y, but theoretical velocity is equal to under root 2gh. The coefficient of velocity cv is equal to v upon v theoretical, therefore putting the values, and therefore the coefficient of velocity is equal to x upon 4yh, which is calculated. Now it is very important, that is the coefficient of discharge, determination of coefficient of discharge. The water flowing through the orifice under the constant head capital H is collected in a measuring tank for a known time, that is the small t. The rise of water level in the measuring tank is noted down. Then actual discharge through the orifice q is equal to area of measuring tank into rise of water level in the measuring tank upon divided by time. Theoretical discharge is how much area of orifice into under root 2g, that is the theoretical velocity. Hence coefficient of discharge is equal to actual discharge upon theoretical velocity, and now putting the value, and the discharge coefficient is equal to q upon small a under root 2gh. Now determination of coefficient of contraction, that is the cc. The coefficient of contraction, that is the cc, can be found from the following relations: cd is equal to cc into cv, and therefore cc is equal to cd upon cv. It is very simple. Loss of head in orifice flow. The loss of head through an orifice can be determined by applying the Bernoulli's theorem and between point O and C, and therefore P naught upon W plus V naught square upon 2G plus Z naught is equal to PC upon W plus VC square upon 2G plus ZC plus losses. Therefore putting all these values, H is equal to V square upon 2G plus HF. Therefore head loss, actual head loss is equal to H capital H minus V square upon 2G, and therefore it can be treated or written as HF head loss is equal to 1 minus CV square, and therefore head loss is equal to V square upon 2G bracket within bracket 1 upon CV square minus 1. Okay class. Now the next example of that coefficient is based on the coefficients. First question. If vertical sharp-edged orifice 120 mm in diameter is discharging water at the rate of 98.2 liters per second under a constant head of 10 meters, a point on the jet measured from the vena contracta of the jet has coordinates 4.5 meters horizontal and 0.54 meter vertical. Find the following for the orifice. First one is the coefficient of velocity, second coefficient of discharge, third one coefficient of contraction. Therefore the diameter of the orifice is given, that is the d is equal to 120 mm, and it is converted into meter, that is the 0.12 meter, and area of orifice A is equal to pi by 4 d square, that is the 0.01131 meter square. Discharge Q is equal to 98.2 liters per second, and it is the 98.2 upon 1000, therefore 0.0982 meter cube per second, and head is given, that is the 10 meter. Horizontal distance of the point on the jet from vena contracta, x is equal to 4.5 meter. Vertical distance y is equal to 0.54 meters, and therefore theoretical velocity is how much? That is the under root 2 gh, and it is calculated that is the 14 meter per second. Theoretical discharge q theoretical is equal to area of orifice into v theoretical, and therefore theoretical discharge to be calculated 0.1583 meter cube per second. Now therefore coefficient of velocity is to be how much? That is the cv is equal to x upon under root 4y capital H. This is the coefficient of velocity, and now putting all these values, and therefore we calculate the coefficient of velocity is 0.968. And now again the coefficient of discharge is how much? That is the actual discharge upon theoretical discharge, and putting these values, and therefore calculate the coefficient of discharge. And now coefficient of contraction, this is the using the relation CD is equal to CV into CC, therefore CC is equal to 0.64, and that is the coefficient of contraction to be calculated. Okay, now next type of example to be taken, that is a large tank has a sharp edged circular orifice of 930 mm square, area at a depth of 3 meter below constant water level. The jet issues horizontally and in a horizontal distance of 2.4 meter. It falls by 0.53 meter. The measured discharge in 4.3 liters per second. Determine coefficients of velocity, contraction and discharge for the orifice. Okay, so therefore now given the values, all values to be given, therefore area of the orifice A is equal to 930 mm square, H is equal to 3 meter, X is equal to 2.4 meter, and Y is equal to 0.53 meter. Q is equal to 4.3 liters per second. It can be converted into meter cube per second, that is the 0.0043 meter cube per second. Now theoretical velocity V is equal to, we know that under root 2 gh, and it can be calculated, that is the 7.67 meter per second. Therefore theoretical velocity is how much? That is the A into V theoretical, Q is equal to A into V, that is the continuity equation by continuity equations, and therefore theoretical discharge is 0.00713 meter cube per second. After the calculation of theoretical velocity, a theoretical discharge, using the relation coefficient of velocity Cv is equal to x upon under root 4 by h, and it can be calculated, therefore 0.952. Coefficient of discharge CD is equal to actual discharge upon theoretical discharge, and the coefficient of discharge is to be calculated 0.603, and therefore coefficient of contractions is equal to CD upon CV, and therefore it can be calculated, and it is the value obtained, that is the 0.633. This is the coefficient of contraction. Now another type of example, which is seen here. Okay, a closed tank having an orifice of diameter 20 mm at the bottom of the tank is partially fully filled with water up to a height of 2.5 meter, which is seen in diagram, that is the height is h is 2.5 meter. The air is pumped into the upper part of the tank. Determine the pressure required for a discharge of 5 liter per second through the orifice. Take discharge coefficient CD is equal to 0.6 for the orifice. Now we come on the solution parts. The height of the water above orifice H is equal to 2.5 meter. Dia of the orifice is 0.0252 meter, which is given that is the 20 millimeter. It can be converted into meter. Area of the orifice pi by 4 d square, and it is the 0.000314 meter square. Discharge through the orifice Q is equal to 5 liters per second, and it can be converted into meter cube per second. Discharge through orifice Q is equal to 0.005 meter cube per second. Coefficient of discharge CD is given. Therefore, how much pressure required at that orifice meter to pass the water quantity up to that discharge to be maintained. Let P is the intensity of the pressure required to the above the water surface in kilonewton per meter square. Then pressure head of air is equal to P upon W, and P upon W 9.81, therefore 1.102 P meters of water. If the velocity is V is the velocity at outlet of orifice, therefore V is equal to under root 2G H plus P upon W. This is the total head, and therefore the putting the all values, and it can be calculated. Therefore discharge is Q is equal to CD into A into V, and it is to be 26.5 and squaring both sides, and therefore putting this value in the above equations, and therefore now the pressure of the applied pressure at the container up to the 326.4 kilonewton per meter square. That is the 326.4 kilonewton per meter square pressure required to the orifice to maintain the discharge up to the 5 liters per second of the orifice meter. Okay.